The iPhone 7 and iPhone 7 Plus have been unveiled, and there are a lot of cool things about it that probably justify a purchase. But on the flip side of the coin, there are some huge missing features of the iPhone 7 that probably should make you think twice before you buy it. So here are 7 reasons why you should not buy the iPhone 7. Number 1, there's no new design. I mean, this thing looks damn near identical to what it did 2 years ago. I mean, they did move the antenna lines a little bit and the cameras look a little bit different, but that's about it. Yeah, I get it. There are a few new colors here, like the jet black and matte black, which look awesome, but you really can't tell the difference if you don't have the new colors. I think it's a requirement. If you move up a number or if it's a next generation device, you should have a new design. Now don't get me wrong, I do like some of the hardware features like the IP67 water resistance, but it's also not IP68. Number 2 is the display. And I know Apple touted they had a wider color gamut and it looks better, but in reality, it's still the same resolution. No changes. In the world of Android phones having Quad HD displays, 1440 by 2560 for years now, I mean, we still don't see this on the iPhone. And I know that a lot of you will say, well, I can't tell the difference between a 1080p and a Quad HD display. All right, well, I can give you that one. But the iPhone 7 has pretty much a 720p display. This $100 budget phone has a 720p display. Fanboys, slow down. I know it's not exactly the same thing. And the iPhone 7 has slightly better than 720p. In 2016, that's a little shameful. It is 2016, right? Let me check. Yep, it is 2016. Even if they didn't up the resolution, they could have at least given us an AMOLED display with superior blacks, better colors, better brightness, but I guess we need to wait for the iPhone 8. Wait for the iPhone 8. Number 3, no fast charging and no wireless charging. Now, wireless charging is very convenient. I personally love it, and I can see the reason why people would say, oh, I don't need wireless charging. So even if you throw that to the side, there's no fast charging here on the iPhone 7 or 7 Plus. All right, so fanboys, slow down. I know that if you use the iPad charging brick, you can charge the iPhone faster, but that doesn't come included with the box, and it doesn't charge as fast charging like Quick Charge 3.0 today. No way. So if you're used to a device that charges pretty much 60 to 70% in half an hour, and you try to charge an iPhone, even the new iPhone 7 will not charge that fast. That's a shame. I feel this is something that's easily implementable. I feel like this is something they could have easily added on here, and they just didn't do it. Number 4, no significantly larger battery and that huge camera hump. The reason why I put these together because I think they pretty much go hand in hand, because if we didn't have those huge ass camera humps on the back, they could have made a little bit of thicker device and given us a bigger battery. Then we can all stop bitching about the iPhone battery life. Fanboy, slow down. I know that the 7 Plus will have better battery life, but not everybody wants the biggest phone out there, and if anybody can tell me that their iPhone 6s lasts all day long is a straight liar. That's why these ugly battery packs exist. Now naturally with the new processor and new internals that they claim the battery life would be 1 hour to 2 hour more of usage per day, but I still don't think that's enough. All right, so number 5 is probably the most controversial and most talked about feature or missing feature is the headphone jack. It's gone now. So Apple removed the headphone jack to give you a new Taptic engine so you can have a solid state home button. So in the keynote, they were throwing around that this is a bold move for them to remove the headphone jack and move into the future. Now, while I do think wireless is the future, I think this is gonna be a big pain in the ass. So if you wanna use your existing headphones, you're gonna have to carry around this dongle. Now, thank God that it's actually included in the box, which I didn't think it was gonna come like that. But this is kind of a pain and you can easily lose it. And if you lose it, you have to pay $9 to get another one. Now on the flip side, there are some amazing Lightning headphones coming out, and these Audeze signs are absolutely incredible and they sound great. The problem with using the same connection that you charge with that gives you headphone output is that you can't listen to the headphones and charge at the same time. You have to buy a $40 adapter to do so. Don't get me started on these adapters. This is something that you can do with the iPhone 6s or 6s Plus, and you can get the headphone jack and Lightning output for free. And that doesn't make any sense because they could still move this initiative forward and still left the headphone jack. All right, so number 5 is the differentiation between the 7 and the 7 Plus and missing features. All right, so if you don't know what I mean, the iPhone 7 Plus has the new dual camera system, which is pretty cool. I mean, you have a 28mm wide-angle lens, and then you also have a 56mm telephoto lens that'll give you 2 times optical zoom. There's been dual camera systems before, but nothing that's been implemented in this way. So I like this. So you like the iPhone 7 better, you like it because it's a smaller phone, it fits better into the hand, it fits better in your pocket. You do not get this dual camera system. This is really sad because the iPhone 7 users get skipped out on one of the best features, in my opinion, to come to the iPhone 7 series, this dual camera system. It is nice that the iPhone 7 now gets optical image stabilization in the camera, but I think that the iPhone 7 users should get the same opportunities and the same features that you get in the iPhone 7 Plus. Do you agree? Number 6 is that this thing is hard as hell to get right now. And this might not be relevant by the time that you watch this video later, but if you pre-ordered this phone, then you know exactly how frustrating that process was. The most inconvenient time for you to pre-order for my time, which is 3 a.m. I get on there, you're hitting refresh like crazy, and then you're finally able to get onto the website, and then you order one, and then next thing you know, that phones are back to November. This is extremely frustrating, and for people that are looking for this phone on launch day or even in the same month will probably get turned away because they're not going to have any stock. So for a lot of people, they're going to be disappointed, or they're going to have to get the color they don't want, the storage capacity they don't want. So basically you can't really even buy the phone you want right now. Which leads me to number 7, is that there are other phones out there, and there are other phones that probably do the same thing for less money. Right now, my favorite phone is the Samsung Galaxy Note 7. So go ahead and insert all of your explosion jokes right now. Besides the exploding battery issue, which they recalled and they took care of, which I commend them for, I really like this phone. It's $850. So when you look at it, it's pretty expensive too, but it's got a micro SD card expansion, it's got a Quad HD display, it's got a bigger battery, it's waterproof, a little bit higher than the iPhone actually. It's got an iris scanner, it's got all kinds of things going for it for the approximately the same price or even cheaper for a higher gigabyte model. So if you were to get a 256 gigabyte model, actually the Note 7 is cheaper. Then you also have awesome mid-range phones that are performing almost at the same level. So you have to think about the Honor 8, which is a $400 phone, dual cameras on the back. I mean, you have all kinds of ridiculous features on this phone, and it's a fraction of the price. You have awesome Android choices like the Axon 7, and then you also have things like the Alcatel Idol 4S, all at a fraction of the price. Or you can get a Samsung Galaxy S7 Edge, which has been out for a while now, so you can probably get it for much cheaper. And this is probably still phone of the year for 2016. So let me know what you guys think about the iPhone 7. I mean, are you gonna buy it? Are you not gonna buy it? And what do you think about these reasons not to buy this phone? Of course, there are plenty of reasons to buy this phone. So haters, stop hating already, because of course there's gonna be a ton of iPhone 7 and 7 Plus coverage on my channel. All right, so that about wraps it up. I think these are some strong reasons why you should probably wait for the iPhone 8. Wait for the iPhone 8. All right, guys, so subscribe to the channel for more iPhone coverage, and I'll see you guys in the next video. If you're interested in learning how to develop apps and games for the iPhone 7 or future and existing Android devices, check out fullsail.com, for they have an undergraduate program that teaches front-end design, back-end development, coding formats, programming languages, and more. They give you exactly what you need to get started, so check the link in the description below for more info.